Good morning, and welcome to Being Deeply. My name's Void, and as always, I'll be your host. I'd like to start off by thanking you for tuning into this video, or any of my videos, because as some of you may know, this is a new channel. In fact, this is only the second video I've ever made, and if you like what you're seeing, or you want to support this channel, the best thing that you can do is to watch these videos all the way through to the end. That way, YouTube will get the impression that people are interested in these videos and the content within, and they'll recommend these videos and they'll share these videos with a wider audience. I promise to continue to make better videos and better content for you. So I would appreciate anything that you can do. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Today, I'd like to talk to you about this past year of 2020 and offer you guys a new perspective on this year, a brighter perspective. In this video, I'll also be talking about some ways that we can take advantage of our new circumstances, as well as mindset and how the information that we absorb affects our lives. So, 2020 has been a hard year for a lot of people. Some of us have lost our jobs or our source of income, and many of us have just been stressed out for many different reasons, or scared. However, perhaps the year isn't all a bad thing. Perhaps it's not our demise, but perhaps we can look at it as a cleansing, as a shift into something new, something brighter, something beautiful. As they say, out with the old and in with the new. Perhaps all of these negative events are just the suppressed, the darkness suppressed in our souls, coming to light to be released, to make space for what we're really supposed to be living, for how our lives are really meant to be, which is bright and beautiful. During a storm, like if it's rainy, it'll be dark out, it'll be cold, it'll be wet. It can be frightening with thunder and lightning. But after the storm is like renewed and fresh and bright again. It's so beautiful. And I think that's what's happening right now. I also think that some of the things we're being told about aren't as bad as they've been made out to be. I think it's really important that we look at some of these numbers that we're being given and do the math and crunch them and turn them into percentages. And that way we'll get a better idea of the reality of the situation that's happening to us. And then when you do this, you can form your own viewpoint, your own educated viewpoint on what's really happening. And if you do, I think you'll find, like I have, that it's not as severe as it's being made out to be. So we can also just take a little bit of a breath and relax a little bit. So another thing on the bright side though is that all of these things that have been going on, the lockdowns and so on, has provided us with the gift of all of this extra free time. I say gift, but this free time, this blessing can be used to our benefit or to our demise. It depends on if we use it intentionally. So let me ask, is there something that you've always wanted to do, or that you've got started on but haven't had the time to finish? Or maybe wanted to try out a new hobby? Well, now is the perfect time to do this. Maybe you've wanted to read a book, or maybe you've wanted to write a book, to share your knowledge, your wisdom, your ideas with the world, or start taking up painting. Or maybe it's meditation. A lot of us feel that we don't have the time to meditate. But for myself, I find whenever I do meditate, I feel the benefits, and I realize it's what's important in my life. Or maybe it's yoga. There could be a whole huge amount of different things that we could be doing to take advantage of this time to better ourselves. Perhaps all we need to do is to release some other things that maybe aren't serving us, to open up some more space for what is going to serve us. And that can be some habits, or even some people, or even some substances. It could be anything. You can look inside and you can ask and find what it is that you should be releasing, what you can let go, and what it is that is going to serve you, that you are here to pursue. And I would also like to mention to you how some of the information that we've been receiving can affect our lives. So in the news and media, and even just conversations around town of everyday people, have been pretty bleak, often pretty fearful and scary. But it's important that we are aware of what information we're receiving and how it can affect us. If the predominant story is one of fear and negativity, it's going to affect our emotions, how we feel, and it's going to affect our thoughts, the quality of our thoughts, what we're thinking. And when it does, if we're in a lower emotional state and we're thinking lower thoughts, it's going to affect the way we perceive our day. If we are stressed and in fear and depressed, we're more likely to notice the negative events that happen in our day, and they're more likely to affect us more deeply. However, if we are aware and we are conscious of the information that's surrounding us, and perhaps we even decide to change what information we subject ourselves to change the channel, or to just part yourself from different news sources entirely, we can uplift ourselves, and we can change the way we think and the way we feel. And when we do this from a higher perspective, in the same day, those negative events will still happen, but we'll be less likely to latch onto them and to notice them. And they'll be less likely to affect us quite so much. It'll just like, if it happens, if we notice it, it's like, oh, that's no big deal. And we'll continue going on in a good mood and pinpointing the positive things that have happened that we might not have otherwise seen. Of course, you can also choose your thoughts in any moment, and even just right now, just by becoming aware of the thoughts that you are thinking, and ask yourself, does this thought serve me, Or does this news serve me, or how does it make me feel? And is it directly relevant to my life? And oftentimes, it's not directly relevant to our lives, to what's happening right now. And if it's not, we can just simply change it into something that's more helpful for us, more healthy for us. And this goes with the content we consume as well. We can ask those questions. How does this make me feel? Is this serving my greater good? And is this directly relevant to me right now? Would I be affected, or would I be would I be going without not hearing this information? So just be wary. This reminds me of a quote, I can't remember who. Stand guard at the gate of your mind. But I'll be doing another video about thoughts and feelings and our reality later. So until then, thanks for watching. If you want to support me, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll be having some links in the description where you can make some donations to help me with this channel to make better content for you and for the world. So again, thank you. I love you all. Namaste.